I don't know. It depends which position you're doing, probably.
Yes, definitely.
Great. Gotta be very open about sex, all this fun stuff. It's all good. It's about sex all day long here and penises and stuff like that. It's fine. Because you have penis pumps at your store too.
We do.
Yep.
We do.
Yeah, we carry them.
Our most popular one is the beginner's one. It's $20.
Oh,
comes with a cock ring in there. So
we have electrical stuff, like the heavy duty ones.
So we do have a couple of those, but because they're a little bit more, they're more for that one who's already tried the beginner and wants to go to the next level. Yeah.
We have the bath mate here too. Do you have a bath mate?
So we used to carry that. But it sat on our shelves. It didn't.
No one really, because people were like, "What?" Yeah, it's like because that's like to do. It's like too much homework, right? They want like instant, like a boom big.
I have been mentioning it to her that I think we should get back in because we have had a couple of customers who come in and specifically ask for it.
Really, the bath mate?
Yes, they come in and specifically ask for the bath mate.
Can you get online? I mean, we carry. I don't know where we get it from. We get it from like where we probably get our pumps from. I don't even know. I don't know. That's interesting. I never actually looked at it. I'm like, we explain it, but I don't really know how to. I can figure it out, right? There's a manual in there. I don't know.
Well, ours, I don't think we get from like an actual, like their own company. I think we get it from like a distributor.
Yeah. So you go to Exotica every year. Is that the big
so
thing?
I've only gone the last 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Since I've been doing there. So I've gone to it.
Is that the biggest one we have in like this Midwest area?
I want to say yes. Although, so when I went last year, it was huge. It was great. We went on Friday because Friday nights is ladies' night is free. Made the mistake of not paying the extra money for the VIP though. And I did it again this year. But they had it a whole month early this year. So I was not ready.
Oh, okay. Oh, like for you to have like your
to have
stuff.
Space
okay,
and make sure I had enough money to go shopping and stuff.
Oh, dang.
And, but it was
now
still fun.
Yes,
so next year for sure. But still a lot of fun.
Oh, sure. I'm sure it's like because you have there's other things that they have there. It's like I don't even know. Like there's more toys and more.
So my favorite part is they have this section for the BDSM, and I haven't done it because I've been too afraid. But I think I'm gonna do it next year for sure.
Like we saw,
I'm ready.
Like those places that cordon off, had like people who were like spanking and whipping, and like
this one guy he was there again this year, and
cute.
I was watching.
Okay.
He's not even cute. He's an older man, but
he knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. So we just have to, they'll talk to us and make sure we're like sound okay.
Okay.
Hi.
All right. Well, it is basically showtime here, so I'm going to get you going.
And we're on Facebook already? Yeah. Hey, hi, Facebook.
All right. Have a good show.
Thank you.
Welcome to Cheung Chat. This is a forum where you can talk about anything and ask anything you want when it comes to your sexual health, your hormones, your skin, and how they all affect each other. Dr. Jessie Cheung is a licensed dermatologist, so she is an expert on how all of these things intertwine. Now, here is Dr. Jessie Cheung.
Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Cheung Chat here on the Sexy Lifestyle Network. I'm your host, Dr. Jessie Cheung. Today we're talking about what people do to enhance their sex lives and levels of sexual pleasure. To help me with that today is my very special guest from Studio 21 in Addison, Illinois. We have Miss Crystal here. I'm very excited.
Hello.
We've had a fun pre-show chat about all these fun toys we have on the table. And so like always, if you want to see what's happening here in studio, we're streaming live on Facebook at Dr. Jessie Cheung. So Crystal, Studio 21 is an adult boutique. And what kind of goodies you find in your store, obviously?
Everything you see here on the table, we have everything from vibrators to dildos to anal toys, male masturbators, as well as beginning stuff for BDSM and more advanced stuff for BDSM.
You have costumes, you have like topicals,
we do.
You have different types
lingerie, there's books, there's couples games. We really have a variety of everything. And then there's some things that we don't carry, but if you want to come in and special request, we can definitely look into getting those things for you.
So it's funny because I'm from New York, and in New York we have Ricky's, which is like a pharmacy drugstore, but in the back they have a section that's curtained off, and it has a lot of dildos, like bachelorette party toys, like like penis,
Yes.
lollipops and things. We have Babeland, which I don't know if it's a chain or not, but you go in and there's it's filled with different vibrators and things I don't even know what they are. Books on sexuality and stuff. So what's great is that you've been in this business for a while.
Yes.
How did you fall into this business?
Actually just driving by one day, not looking for a job, and they had a sign up, so I went in and applied and got the job, and I've been there for 2 years now and made assistant manager.
So it's a family-owned business
Family-owned
for
business,
37
yes.
years.
37
How does
years,
that go? How does that work? So Gina's the lady who manages.
Gina is my manager,
Mhm.
yes. And her family is the ones that own the business.
So how was it for her growing up in an adult boutique business?
You know what? Honestly, I've never actually really asked her that question. That'd be a good one for me to ask her to find out.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I just know for me, it's been great. I
Mhm.
really enjoy my job. Very good at my job, I feel. And how many people can get up and say that they like to get up and actually go to work?
You're changing people's lives. I mean, sex is part of life, right? And the problem in America is it's like hidden away in the back, behind the curtains.
We can't be here without sex.
No, totally. And it makes you happier. We know it helps your health. There's benefits for your blood pressure and in your skin, even for sex. So this is all stuff that will aid your sexual life, basically. Yep. So on your website, it says you have sexual health and wellness resources. What are those?
Sexual health and so when it comes to the sexual health and resources, it just depends on what you're coming in and needing help with. For instance, some women who've gone and had a specific surgery and a little bit tighter down there, we have
things to help with
the expanding. I can't think of the actual name of it off the top of my head right now.
Things help with the scar tissue.
Yes.
Right.
So, because they have a surgery and they get so tight down there that sometimes,
sex is uncomfortable.
A finger even hurts sometimes. So you have an expanding kit type that we carry. One in particular is a 5-piece by Cal Exotics, and it just gradually you insert each piece. You start off with the smallest one, and it helps widen it up and opening up your vaginal area.
And there's even for surgery, gender reassignment surgery too. Sometimes
we do have stuff like that too. Cal Exotics also carries stuff that is geared towards women who are transgending and men that are transgending as well. So it's nice, they're really expanding out their products and what they carry, and we try and be
as comprehensive as possible.
Much stuff as we can. It's a small section, but it's still a section for them. And
we talk about Kegels also for the women who after kids, after menopause,
huge, or just ones who want to learn how to control that. So specifically, I don't have any children, but I really do want to learn how to control that muscle. I've had an ex-coworker told me, and like I said, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but she told me if I learn how to control that muscle enough that I can be on top and get the man off just by controlling that muscle and not have to do any movement. That was ooh, interesting.
If you have really good muscle control, right? Yes. So then to work on, I mean, we have things in the office that we do for to exercise those muscles very, medically, but we have toys here that we're going to get into that work on the Kegels. Sounds like a lot of fun. We'll get in there. So disability friendly toys. So you have patients who are, are they paralyzed, or are they people who can't get their penises up? What sort of disabilities do we?
So I haven't had a customer who's been paralyzed yet, but we do have plenty of customers who come in and have trouble with erectile dysfunction, or just simply a little bit older and maybe having a hard time keeping the erection for as long as they would like. So we definitely have stuff that help with both of those.
And that is the cock ring.
The cock ring does help. And then we also have, so the cock ring is really meant for a man who can still get erect, but has a hard time keeping the erection. So it's not really meant for that customer who has erectile dysfunction. We do have for that man hollow strap-ons that
so they put their penis in the hollow,
they put the hollow
dildo
end,
penis,
and then they just still have their own penis, and it's like their
Do you
fucking the
work
woman
with-
on their own with
do you
their own
refer
hands.
people to like medical, physicians, like, because we do actually work on a lot of those things, but do you have people that you work with, or now us, I guess, but it's that bad that they need.
No,
Mhm.
we've actually just recently talked to, I can't remember her name because I wasn't there when she came in, but
Mhm.
there is somebody that we've reached out to. Hopefully we can work with you guys as well,
Mhm.
so that we can kind of
Yeah,
expand
figure
a
that
little
out.
bit further with
Oh,
that.
totally. Yeah. Because
definitely.
it's sad when, they have to, toys are helpful, but it's like making them be healthier, basically.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of these toys we have. We'll get to the health later, but this is fun. This is a cock ring. And when I put it up, I was like, okay, what side goes where? Because why don't you
So
teach us a little bit?
Well, depending upon the position of the woman.
Mhm.
Thank you. So it stretches well enough,
Mhm.
and it isn't meant to be too big because it's going to be tight
You
to
want to
hold.
hold pressure,
Right.
the blood in the penis.
So had she of been sitting, face forward,
Mhm.
then this way, if she's going to be turned around this way,
Mhm.
you have the tongue that's going to hit directly on the
The
clitoris.
Mhm.
And then you have these extra nubbies that go underneath to give a little bit more sensation.
Mhm.
But my favorite part about this cock ring is I'm not selfish when it comes to anything at
It's
all.
not good to be selfish.
And what I like about it is you can turn this upside down. He would wear it this way, and he can feel that vibration and sensation on the testicles.
That's nice. Now, do men like vibration? Like, is it too much? Like, because they're sensitive. their
So
testicles.
it is very sensitive, and I
Mhm.
guess it all depends on the man, just like everything. It all depends on the woman.
Okay. Does that one cycle through different like
It
pulse
does.
width?
It has
Okay.
7.
Okay.
You do have to just press the power button to cycle through all of them. So to
Mhm.
start it off, you just press and hold to turn it on.
Oh, cool.
Red
Check
light
that
goes
out.
on.
That
You can
thing's
see
like
the
it's
tongue
flipping,
going.
kind of
Yep.
cool. Yep. Okay.
And then
and
if you
it's
just
pulsing different. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh gosh.
and then if you
okay.
just press it, you can go through the rest.
Mhm.
But you see how flickering.
So
and
it's
how
nice
fast
to
that
have
goes.
toys because people think about like, vibrators, dildos, for the female, like, when they're lonely or single, this is how they have their, orgasms, masturbation. But, sex toys are for couples too.
Oh
right?
yes. I have been there for so long that I have so many,
Mhm.
and
Couples who come in, it's
yes,
like,
and
let's what
couples
else
come
is
in
there?
all the time, and really couple friendly. I love couples when they come into the store.
Because you
They're
can
my
help
favorite.
them, right?
Yeah, and and then you get those couples who are just a little bit more open and wanting to talk to you, and when they're more open and wanting to talk to you, it's a lot easier to recommend something
yeah.
to, and get a little bit more feedback on
Oh yeah.
what they really are looking for,
Yeah, we have a lot of patients coming in. We do a lot of hormone health here. We do a lot of hormone replacement therapy, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone. And I always say, if they're in a relationship, it's so much better if your partner's on hormones too, because then you're both of you have libidos that are better. You're both kind of, talking to each other more and just more emotionally, together, because your mood's so much better when you're, more balanced. And it's nice when like one, the partner will drag the other partner in, like, okay, you need to have your hormones on because I love how I feel. I need you to feel that way so I can live with you better. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have that, one person from the relationship who comes in, oh, she won't come in, or oh, he won't come in. Like, no, you gotta try and get him to come in. It's so much better, and don't be shy. It's not. It's not like,
I know. If like libidos don't match or things like that, or we've had like husbands who get their wives like appointments for like their vagina laser or their we have these like the O shot we'll get into, but things that will help their sensitivity. It's funny because guys are usually pretty much in tune with their penises. They'll know if their penis isn't working. Right. Females, it's kind of like their vagina. They don't always think about, they maybe have kids. They're too busy with other things, right? It's like, is that what you find too, is guys are like, we want to fix my, they're much more on top of their health.
A lot of guys come in and actually they don't always like to talk about it. Yeah. They're a little
embarrassed, a little shy. They don't want to say things wrong.
You don't want, we try and make sure that they're not shy. Don't be embarrassed.
Just be open,
Be
we're trying to help.
talk. Right,
you're here for a reason.
Right,
so
let us know what we can help you with. And sometimes like you can get that man out of a shell.
Sure. I think it's like if you're trying to educate, they understand. It's like we're trying to educate and help.
I'm
Versus
just
like,
trying to help you
out. We're not making fun of you with a
right. You came in here for a reason. Don't worry about it. And sometimes like it's also mentioning a couple of things about your personal life also helps a little bit every now and again.
Okay. Oh yeah. So what do you tell them about?
Have
like
them get a little bit more comfortable and stuff like that.
Like certain stories that you shared with them about your experience, kind of. that's actually a good idea. Yeah. So we're going to talk about some of these sex toys too when we come back. But what's nice to know as we move beyond the rabbit and the big, back massagers that they have, like where people think about, Sex and the City. If you've seen that episode where Charlotte gets, or one of the girls gets that rabbit, and she gets addicted to it, right? They throw out the window because it's like, oh, that much better,
Right.
Like Samantha has the big back massage she's trying to return because it broke down, like sharper image or something. People are like, that's a massager. She's like, no, that's my vibrator.
Yeah.
There's so many, because it's nice. You mentioned Cal Exotics. This is designed by women, made for women.
Yeah.
Very cool. Have you met the person who created this company?
I do not, but we do have our regular sales rep that comes in. Once a year at least to show us the new
very
stuff that
innovative, because this is an e-stim thing, which we're going to get to after we'll take a quick break. But I was like, what the heck is this? And it's very educational to learn about these things. So but we also have men's toys too, which we'll get to after the break.
We do.
Yeah, like
we do.
And some of these fun BDSM things. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be talking with Crystal about all the fun adult toys we have. Don't forget to give us a call at 1-866-613-1612 if you have any questions for us. Crystal's on Instagram at Studio21LTD and on Twitter at Studio21_LTD. We are having a special for the celebration of our 6th show halfway through our run. Diva, which is the laser that we do for vaginal rejuvenation, it is a savings of $1,500. So it's down to $2,200 for this, this month or so. We want every female to feel empowered and to enjoy their vagina. So come on we'll be right back. Okay, so
all right, good job. We're all clear. Back in a couple minutes.
Thank you. So we're still live on Facebook. We have to position you better a little bit.
Yes, because I know you guys are talking, which is amazing.
Yeah, maybe kind of like this.
Yeah.
So maybe make it lower. I don't know, because I'm just kind of like, But
so just so you can, you guys can talk, just so it's. When you talk, make sure you're just talking into the microphone more, because you're going in and out.
Okay.
You turn your head.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So as long as you're
right here?
You can turn your head just as long. Yeah, it's in front of you now. You're good.
Okay.
So we're gonna go through all these toys when we come back. How exciting, right? I mean, it's like toys.
Crystal, you're getting some love on Facebook.
Yay.
I made sure I told some family and friends.
Yeah.
And then I went in this morning and posted the link that you sent me before I left.
Don't forget that people can't see
we want
on the radio when you're talking about the toys, so just be very descriptive.
Okay.
When you're talking about them.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They can see on Facebook,
Oh, that's better. We see your face. Yeah.
Or they can't
But
see you on the radio.
you guys should log on Facebook and check out all this cool stuff, because what the heck is this? It's so cool. It's like a candy store. Stuff that's healthy for you.
Caitlin says she loves
Hi,
you.
Caitlin. Our Caitlin or different Caitlin?
Different Caitlin. I don't know.
Caitlin is a coworker, could possibly be a coworker who came in early for me today so that I could be here.
Thank you. Are you guys open really late night? Do you get people couples coming in
we're open until midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you get those last minute customers. Usually on the weekends though. Very rarely do they come in during the week.
Yeah, people are busy. Yeah.
All right, we'll be coming back here in about 20 seconds.
Oh God, that was fast. Okay.
That was fast.
Ooh, okay, let me go back. Okay. You can drink your water if you need. We get dry here sometimes. We know.
Thank you.
Explore and celebrate your sexy right here on the Sexy Lifestyle Network.
You are listening to Chung Chat. To reach Dr. Jessie Cheung with a question or comment, call 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. Or send an email to hello@drchungderm.com. Now, back to Chung Chat.
Welcome back to Chung Chat. I have with me today Crystal from Studio 21 in Addison, Illinois, an adult boutique that's family owned for the past 37 years. We're talking today about what we can do to enhance our sexual lives and levels of sexual pleasure, taking matters into our own hands with these toys. Crystal, we have a whole playground of toys here. Which one's your favorite that we want to start with?
So we had already gone over the teasing enhancer, which is the cock ring. That is my absolute ultimate favorite toy in the store.
Okay.
Because it's couples friendly.
Okay. So guys don't feel intimidated if you whip it out. You're like, well, you don't need another toy.
No,
Okay.
because it's meant to be used on him, and as
Mhm.
long as you talk with your partner and make sure that your partner's comfortable and open to
Playing.
try new things,
Yeah.
then I think the cock ring is a very good starting off toy.
So like medically, basically, you put this on when they're flaccid or kind of erect, or
When
when does it happen?
semi-erect.
Semi-erect. Okay.
Semi-erect.
Because you want some blood to get in there.
Correct.
To hold it in place, and then they can become more erect with it on.
Correct.
And then you take it off. Does it matter? It's going to be painful to take it off.
So we do recommend that you use lubricant to put on and put on.
Okay.
Only because it's tight and holding the restriction, it'll just be easier to
If
take
that
it
pubic
off.
hair too, you want to rip it out because that would be not fun.
No.
Don't want to waxing.
So I had a coworker who said that she took
Made
it
them.
off without using lubricant, and
Ooh,
yeah.
not fun. Okay.
Big mistake.
So usually if he ejaculates, if he starts to get more flaccid, it's easier to pop off probably.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I know like when we do penis pumping with our patients with like after procedures, there's this like snap-on ring that you can put on. I mean, so what about testicle? You guys, did you bring any of those testicle
I
rings?
did not bring ones, but we definitely do carry some that have the loop to go around the testicles.
Oh, it's like both.
Yeah.
And then
both.
so, what does that do for guys? Or like what does holding the testicles down do sexually? I mean, is it just kind of more
I think it's just a personal preference
Okay.
on the sensation on what they like.
Okay.
I personally have not tried one of those yet before. So I really don't
gotta be hard to
know
put on, right?
personally how it is going to affect him and what he likes about it. But we definitely do have customers who come in and just specifically want that type of cock ring.
When they're pumping, basically we have these, electrical pumps that we have these cylinders for their penises to go into, and sometimes their testicles get sucked in there. And so we know you put the ring. Oh yeah, that's very painful. We don't want that. So we actually put these rings around the testicles.
I didn't think it was big enough for the testicles to get suctioned
they get in there, and they are not very happy with it.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
Oh yeah. But you also talked about the penis trap now, the cock. What do you call that? The cock cage.
Cock cage.
Okay, and we saw that online. It's kind of this metal contraption that looks a little scary and medieval, but
it does. But once you read up on about it, it is for the more advanced customer who kind of is really into the BDSM and being dominated, because what the cock ring or the cock cage does is it restricts the man from getting the erection. So I do have I had a customer, I haven't seen him in a while, who was really into being dominated and had a submissive.
So basically, when like the dominatrix or dominatrix, they're like, this is your punishment. You can't get erect until I say you can get permission.
Exactly.
I control you.
And it comes with it comes with a lock and a key and everything.
Don't want to lose the key.
Definitely
because
not.
So is it painful for them when they wear it? It's kind of like because they can't get erect. Or?
I don't think so, as long as they're not like
jabbed or something.
Right.
Like that. Yeah.
Because I mean, they're come in different sizes, so there's definitely different sizes
for different
the different type of penises.
Okay.
And I mean, he who's wearing it knows what it's meant to do and stuff like that. So I don't think it would be. I haven't had anybody ever come in
feedback on that.
Yeah, and like I said, and the one guy who I had come in and talked to me about it, never complained about it at all. He also was into sounding.
What's sounding?
So I didn't know what sounding is when I first went in, and it was so great that he was open and willing to talk to me about it. So sounding, to my knowledge, is the male's version of female squirting.
Oh.
So it's like a long tube device, kind of, really slim, that they put into the pee hole in the head of the penis.
The urethra opening where they pee come out. Okay,
yes. And that is meant to, when they put that in, give them more of a better orgasm and stuff like that.
So they're putting a tube in there? Like all the way in there, like a big long tube or a little baby tube?
They're come in very different sizes. So depending upon how advanced you are is the kind of size you're gonna get. And I do advise, if it's something that's catching your interest, do make sure you do plenty of reading on it.
Yeah, that sounds good. It can be dangerous, probably.
Yes,
right?
It can be if you're not doing it correctly.
Is it stiff, this tube?
It depends. We do carry ones that are really flexible.
Okay.
And then we do carry ones that are metal and vibrating.
Dang. Now, would it be something that if you have like erectile dysfunction, you can't get erect, would it kind of make you kind of erect because it's holding your penis up and straight if it's stiff?
You know what? That's a very good question. I'm not
Right.
really.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I've only talked to the one customer about it, and he was
Sounding.
really knew
Interesting.
what he liked about it, and
I'm going to do some research on that.
how he did
like
it. So
yeah.
that's a definitely
Well,
good question that I need to go back and
learn about,
learn a little bit more
medically,
about.
we put tubes inside the penises, like if they're having surgery, they have to have pee, so we don't want them getting up and peeing, so we stick they're called catheters into the bladder, and they drain their pee in there. But that if you rip it out, you can tear, you can bleed, you have scarring from that.
That's
so
what I said.
that's
Definitely
advanced.
had to read about it. I did a little bit of reading about it, but nothing that in my reading that I did said anything about the erectile dysfunction type of thing.
Okay, so which toy should we pick next?
Let's go with the Touch Wave.
Okay,
so the Touch Wave is a really great clitoral stimulator.
It looks like a basic
bullet vibrator, just a little bit bigger, because you can insert it in the vaginal canal to get some stimulation as well.
Okay,
and the fact that it has the waves on it when you're going in and out gives a little bit more of stimulation.
Turn this on.
So you just press the power button. Press and hold so that blue light comes on.
Yep.
And because it's touch sensitive, you're not going to feel that it's vibrating at first until you touch it. So what's nice about it is if you're holding it into your hand and wrapping your hand around it and holding it for a while, you're going to feel it cycle through the 10 different functions that it has.
Okay.
So if you're a woman who likes variety, it's really nice.
Keeps it exciting and spicy,
right?
As we say.
And then but if you're someone who knows what setting you like, then you definitely just press that power button
and it stays
and go to the setting that you prefer.
Kind of cool. And how do you charge these things up? Is it like a
USB rechargeable?
Where does it go in?
Toys come with the cord. And then on this one specifically, it goes into the bottom there.
Like right there.
Press and hold to turn it off.
Oh gosh. Okay. There you go.
And what's also nice about the Touch is so you're in the moment, you're, husband and wife, starting off things, or even just you, kids are asleep. So let me do a little something type of thing. But then all of a sudden the kid wakes up and you have a knock at the door. You can just toss that. And because it's got the touch sensitive, it's not going to continue to vibrate.
That's actually really smart, So I mean, it probably travels well too, right? Because it's just packable and it doesn't go off.
And the button isn't very out there,
right?
So it's not like anything can really press it and touch it. Yeah.
So let's do this. One's really cool.
So the Impulse.
Yes.
So the Impulse line by Cal Exotics is really, really great. When it came out, definitely on top of it, it does have 4 different toys. I brought with me the Kegel exercise that has the remote control.
So this is like couples play, maybe if you want your partner to hold the remote control to have you
definitely
out of your control then, or you could do it yourself.
Or you do it yourself.
This
correct.
is so cool. Okay, tell us all about it.
So what's nice about that is it's a vibrator. But it does e-stimulation, and with the e-stimulation it does, so it's already on, so the blue light's on.
Okay,
so then you can just with the remote control press the middle button for the vibration and it'll start.
Okay, now it's vibrating.
Okay, and then that top button that has the bolts on there, that's for your e-stimulation. So you press and hold that till it starts. Be careful with your ring.
Let's do this again. So you said just hold it and you'll feel this little,
you'll feel the electrical tickles,
and it feels like a little tingle.
Just a little shock.
Yeah.
So what I like about these is I was always questioning and having a conversation with my girlfriends about how do I know I'm doing my Kegels right?
Yeah. And some people can't feel those muscles. Yeah.
You just don't know, especially if you're not really sure and you haven't done it before. And they would laugh at me like, just pretend like you're holding your pee. And I said, but how do I really know I'm doing it correctly? And well, I'm doing it right now. Well, show me. Well, we can't really show you, Crystal, right?
Inside, yeah.
So when this line came out, I was all on top of it because with the e-stimulation, because it's doing the shocking, you're automatically going to clench those muscles, so you know you're doing.
So you're reacting against those little electrical stims. So for people who don't need too much of the more medical stuff we do for the pelvic floor, you kind of put this in like a tampon, pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
Maybe some lubricant or something.
Yes, definitely. So when using toys, you should always use lubricant.
Okay.
Much better, just a better
More
sensation,
comfortable.
more comfortable. It's going to work a little better.
Mhm.
Glide's going to be a little bit nicer.
Okay.
Um,
Like silicone based, washable, cleanable, right?
mhm.
And this thing you leave outside because you
Yes,
control it from here.
because you control
If
it from
you
there.
Use your
or
remote
the
control.
Yes.
Now these are, is it like, it's like wireless Bluetooth, like chargeable? Where do you charge?
Yep. So these both
What kind of
pieces
there?
do charge as well.
Uh-huh.
So on the remote control, it's just going to be the bottom. It looks really small, so they're
Mhm.
waterproof, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't submerge any of them into the water. But you can use them in like the shower.
Okay. So this is like to help your pelvic floor with the Kegels. It's a vibrator too if you use it externally, kind of like.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely you could.
Okay, cool. Tighten, tone, and strengthen your muscles for intense orgasms. And you're telling me that your friends, if their Kegel muscles are strong enough, you could actually bring your partner to orgasm,
Yes, by just controlling those muscles.
which is pretty cool.
So
'cause,
that's
yeah.
always had my interest on, okay, I need to learn how to do and make sure
Better
I'm doing my Kegels right.
Okay, yeah. That is so cool. How much more time do we have? Like another minute before you have to go? Or so we're gonna talk about some of the, is this the cool lubes, or which one are the cool lubes you brought? Or-
So I did bring Wet has a line called Elite Femme.
Uh-huh.
What's nice about the Elite Femme line, it is meant to mimic a woman's natural lubrication and help with her pH balance.
Okay. So it's kind of okay. So they put it in when just when they're ready to kind of get
Yep.
busy, or
So it comes in 4 different types. We have
Mhm.
a water-based, we have a cooling water-based, which
Mhm.
we find a lot of women like the cooling sensation.
Okay.
And then there's the water silicone, which is water-based silicone blend.
Mhm.
It lasts a little bit longer than a
Longer.
water base, but
Mhm.
still safe enough where you can use it with toys.
Okay.
And then you have your silicone base, which is just really good for skin on skin.
So we've come a long way from Astroglide, basically, right? 'Cause,
Yes.
like there's like KY, jelly, all these different lubes out there, but you even mentioned, what is it, the liquid virgin that you have in store?
Yes, we do carry that
And
as
what is
well.
that?
So I recently just found out that that's actually a lubricant as well. I
Mhm.
thought it was just a tightening cream for women who have had children and want to tighten up the vaginal area for the time being. You know, it's just a temporary thing, but
Mhm.
I've been told by a coworker it really, really works.
As a lubricant and for making it feel
And for
more
making it tighter.
tight.
Yep.
Interesting. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're having so much fun here. Don't forget to give us a call at 1-866-613-1612 if you have any questions for me or for Crystal. We'll be right back. Thanks.
All right, perfect. Good
There you
job.
go,
All clear.
perfect.
Back in about 90.
90 seconds.
Okay.
Dude. So do we need the banana to demonstrate the cock ring, or is the banana for something else?
We could, well, she brought it out for us to demonstrate.
Just
that.
in case, because you
Right.
need some visual
Just in case.
guidelines.
Let's
You
see.
sound a lot better, Crystal.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys sound.
I hope
awesome.
nobody's gonna want to eat this banana because it's gonna get smushed.
Oh, you know,
Amanda's.
a lumpy banana, right? That's okay.
Amanda gave us the softer one. That she
Oh,
wasn't
she's
gonna
like,
eat.
it's a little bit too ripe, you know. Cool.
She gave us the one she wasn't eating.
We're talking about what those popular stuff is, and then how you counsel people and different ages and subtypes and fun stuff. So I think we'll lead off with kind of what we do, and then we'll go back into some of the fun toys because you have so many fun toys here. Oh my
We
goodness.
do, and this is just like not even a handful.
Oh my goodness. So there's our banana. Oh, we have to mention your special too, and
Yes.
Diva special. Okay. So I'll just leave the banana here because why not? Visual stuff is visual and fun. So hi, everyone on Facebook. We know we're still talking live. So
All right, we're
Michelangelo.
coming
Oh,
back
sorry.
in about 20 seconds.
that was really fast. Yeah, what are you saying about Michelangelo?
Oh, are you friends with Michelangelo? He shared our link, or he shared the
Did he? Michael, maybe.
Michael.
Michael. He's an employee as well.
Oh, nice. You're getting a lot of
Yay.
love.
Well, this is fun. I mean,
Explore your deeper desires. Listen, learn, and live sexy here on the Sexy Lifestyle Network.
welcome back to Chung. Oh, that always happens to me. Take me out, man.
You are listening to Chung Chat. To reach Dr. Jessie Cheung with a question or comment, call 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. Or send an email to hello@drchungderm.com. Now, back to Chung Chat.
Welcome back to Chung Chat. I'm your host, Dr. Jessie Cheung. In studio with me today is Crystal from Studio 21, an adult boutique in Addison, Illinois, very local. We're talking about how to enhance our sex lives and our pleasure. We've been going through some of the fun toys she's brought to us. We don't want to forget to mention Studio 21's having a clearance sale right now.
Yes, all clearance is an additional 20% off.
And if you mention Chung Chat as your code in-store or online.
In-store or online. So if you mention it in-store, it's 10% off the entire order. If you go online and put in Chung Chat, all caps, one word, you'll get 10% off your entire order online as well.
Thank you. And we're also having special in our office for vaginal rejuvenation laser. The Diva, it's a series of 3 we're doing for $2,200, which is pretty cool. That's a savings of $1,500. We want everyone to be able to celebrate their sexuality and feel more confident. I'm going to go through some of the things we do in the office here. So I don't know if you've heard much about the O shot or the P shot. Have you heard of those
I
things?
have not.
Ah, fun. So that's basically using your body's own healing properties, your platelet-rich plasma, PRP. People use it for like recovery from athletic tears and things like that. Basically, we're drawing your blood, we spin it down, we inject it into your clitoris and your G-spot. So basically helping with the nerves, the blood flow, the sensitivity. We know that making the G-spot, amplifying it, making it larger. Actually, we put fillers in there too sometimes. I'm sure you have toys that simulate your G-spot. So we know if you can make it bigger on the inside, it's just more sensitive. Clitoris too, making it, having more the nerves better, helps with sensitivity. For men, we do something called the P shot, which is the same idea. Your platelet-rich plasma, we inject into the penis to help with nerves, blood flow, sensitivity. The guys have to pump. So you use electrical plug-in penis pump for 8 weeks, twice a day, basically telling the body what to do, regenerate some blood vessels and nerves, collagen there. I know you have penis pumps in stores, right?
We do.
So it's interesting teaching guys how to use it because it's like, what do I do with this stuff, right? Yeah, and we always say it's good to graduate your cylinders because we,
yes, definitely.
right? Yeah, it's like nice when they come back and they need a bigger cylinder because that means their penis has gotten bigger, which is what they want.
Right.
So yeah, we like that. We also have things like you mentioned, Kegel exercises. So what we have here is a machine that does it for you. So it's called the Cell. Have you tried that out yet? Or no? You can try it out when you finish. But basically, it's a chair that you sit in with your clothes on. It's electromagnetic energy. And what that does, it gets every muscle in the pelvic floor to contract stronger than you could ever generate on your own. So you're making your own body Kegel. It's about 12,000 Kegel contractions in 30 minutes. It just feels very interesting. So, you'll hop on that.
Really
and
interesting.
Some women, they have orgasms on it because, it's all the sensitivity and blood flow. So it's a pretty awesome treatment if people have like that urinary incontinence, because after being stretched out and having kids, people after menopause, even people who just want more sexual stimulation, we know it's a benefit of this helping the pelvic floor. Men use it too. Some guys after surgery, their nerves don't work as well. They notice they have larger erections afterwards because again, getting the blood flow to work. We also, I don't know if you, female libido now, I'm sure you have couples coming in saying, my partner is like not into sex, like, right? And so what do you do for that? We love hormones, number one, because fixing that does seem to help bring it back to maybe baseline. But I don't know if you know, the FDA just approved the female, the sex shot. We call it Vyleesi. Have you heard of this? It was like maybe a month ago. They approved Vyleesi, which is called bremelanotide, the second drug for females specifically on the market for libido. And so that you inject when you want to get busy. And we have it here in the office. We've had it for a while. We know that it lasts about 24 hours. And it kind of helps with the levels of dopamine and noradrenaline in your brain, kind of changes your kind of makes you more sensitive, makes you more interested in sex. Of course, you have to kind of be in the mood too, but it decreases your inhibition and it works on guys.
So is that something like instead of taking a pill?
Yeah. So guys, they can take things like Viagra, Cialis. What those do, they just help with the blood flow in the penis, kind of directing it in there. These, this one, the sex shot, helps with your brain for inhibition.
So
and
it goes
kind
a little bit further.
Yeah, it's interesting. So it works independently of your own, the blood flow in your penis. For females too, because we know it's not our blood flow, it's really our brain. That's kind of our libido too, right? So helps with sensitivity. For guys, we do carry Trimix. I don't know if you've heard of the injection that guys do to like make their penises super, erect. They do like, for porn movies and don't talk about those DVDs you have in your back. So that's been kind of pretty popular here because it's kind of like an on-call injection you do when you want to. Like a lot of people do it for the weekend or something. Gainswave therapy. I don't know if you've heard much about that. It's using shockwave therapy to help with the nerves and blood flow for females and men. Doesn't hurt. It's pretty comfortable, but pretty popular here for called about stem cell activation. So that's how we do it medically, scientifically. Now these toys are awesome. So which one is your next favorite that we're going to go through?
So we went through the 3 toys, and now I just have like extra stuff on the side. So we get couples who come in and just want to try something different, add a little bit of spunk to the relationship, try something new.
Okay.
So one of my favorite things is everyone likes oral. Everybody enjoys oral. So the oral sex kit essentials.
Oral sex essentials, right? So
and you could
the
open
top.
it if you
I don't
like.
know. Move that over.
It's got a seal on
So it has
but
something
it's
called
okay.
Oral Sex Candy BJ Blast. And I saw this on your website yesterday. Does it make it tingly or
So
like
a
minty?
BJ Blast is the adult version of Pop Rocks.
So it's sugar free or not?
It is not. So it is strictly just to be used on the penis.
So
Because of
okay.
it containing sugar, you don't want to put it down into the vaginal area
because
it can
irritation or infection.
infections.
Okay, for
the yeast
bacteria.
yeah, definitely.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So it comes with strawberry flavored BJ Blast.
Pop
You
rocks.
also get
Comfortably
let's see.
numb deep throat spray so you don't feel like
so
you know,
that's for
gag.
women who have the gag reflex.
Okay.
Yes, and that's
or
cinnamon
men,
flavored.
you know?
Or men, yes. That's cinnamon flavored. Then you have I think it's cherry flavored lubricant.
Is that the oral sex lotion?
So
or is
the
that
oral
something
sex
else?
lotion is strawberry flavored. That's not a lubricant. That's just like a lotion cream that you put onto
the penis.
or
Okay.
if you want to put it onto the vaginal area, and that's just simply a flavor to lick off. But it is not a lubricant.
Okay, so we have lubricant, we have licking off, we have numbing for gagging, we have pop rocks for like
Pop Rocks.
just to make it
So
interesting.
well, I mean, we've all had Pop Rocks as kids. So how it pops in the mouth, and then that sensation over the penis as you're giving a blowjob with that Pop Rocks, with it popping is a little bit.
How long
more
does it
of a
last? Like you take like a
different
little bite and
sensation.
it kind of lasts for like 30 seconds or so?
Probably, yeah, same. I don't think Pop Rocks last too long. I personally have not tried it yet.
So just kind of going back and forth, maybe.
Yeah,
A little bit of spice, a little bit of pep in those.
just to give something, something different. They come in and whether it's a couple or a man or a woman who just want to
just have something different,
try something that they haven't tried before.
Sure. Yeah.
And the kit itself, I think, is $16.99, so it's not a bad price for something to try out, and you get a little bit of everything. And then I also brought the Lover's Fantasy Kit, which is your first step to BDSM if you want to try being a little more kinky.
A little 50 Shades of Grey
Yeah.
again.
So it comes with a metal handcuffs that do have keys. You have a leather whip, and then you have the love mask. Love mask is just a silky mask that goes right over your
just
eyes.
for fun. Yeah.
So like I said, just a little step. So that's for couples who have seen 50 Shades of Grey. So 50 Shades of Grey have been out for a while, but surprisingly, you still do have those customers who come in and reference it and want to try something, a lot of women want to come in and just try something different and surprise their man.
Okay.
So they'll come in and get a sexy piece of lingerie, and then they'll look around the store. Well, hey, how about you try this?
They love you in handcuffs, right? Because like he's in charge.
Or she can be.
Or she can be in charge, right? Exactly. It's funny. We've had guys on the show who love it when the girl takes charge because I guess they're just used to, being in charge
themselves.
Interesting.
A little bit of different role play.
And what are these over here?
So this here, Wet has a clitoral stimulator called Wow.
Okay.
They have it in Max. So you really just need a pea size amount. Put it directly on the clitoris. It's going to open up those blood vessels to make for a more intense orgasm.
Okay.
Some women can reach multiple orgasms, and some women can squirt with it.
It makes it a little bit bigger, more sensitive, more blood flow.
Yeah.
A little bit of peppermint, basically.
And so with the peppermint in there, it is good for oral as well.
Okay. Yeah. Like a little minty taste, right?
And like I said, a little bit goes a long way. If you always feel like you need to add more, then you can definitely add more.
I love the descriptor on this. Women who use it have been known to scream, OMFG, wow, and declare love for their partners that lasts until the ends of time because it makes you happy.
Yep.
And you release oxytocin when you have an orgasm, which keeps you bonded with your partner, right? So it's all this very cool
And I do
stuff.
recommend, if have not tried clitoral stimulators, definitely try one.
You mean like topicals like this?
They work great.
Interesting. I didn't know these existed, right?
work
So
great.
that along with a vibrator might be too much, maybe.
It depends. Like I said, all women are different.
Mhm.
Some women, it's just the right amount.
Do you have a favorite like what's the most popular, thing that we have at the store?
Really, it's a variety of different things because it
Mhm.
all depends on the customer
want.
that's coming in and what
Okay.
they want.
Mhm.
And all women are different.
Right.
Not every woman gets stimulated the same way.
Right. Yeah. I'm reading online like what's the best vibrator because we try to help our patients too because like they don't know. I have some older women who've never had a vibrator.
You know what?
I don't know what to do with them.
Surprisingly, we did have a couple
Mhm.
of women who have come in, and it's like,
What do I do?
Really? You never had a
It's like
vibrator?
it's a weird.
I was
yeah.
18, and that was the first thing like I wanted to purchase when I turned 18 was my very first vibrator.
Oh yeah, it's funny. We actually have a device here in the office. It's called the V-Fit. It looks like a vibrator, but it has LED lights on the end of it. It's like a low energy device, not a laser, but it does. It helps. That light helps with the lubrication. It helps with the tissue to stimulate some
Really?
sort of rejuvenation. So we use it. It's an at-home device you do like a few times a week. Helps with lubrication, sensitivity, the laxity. So
Okay.
for people who don't want like the lasers that we do here in the
Mhm.
office, just because they sound it's interesting because it's like a vibrator because it does vibrate.
Uh-huh.
And I have some patients like, what do I do with this? I'm like, well, you put on the inside, like
Uh-huh.
back and forth. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can.
Right.
So I'm sure you do a lot of counseling for your clients because a lot of people don't know what to do with these toys. Like I'm looking at this, like, what do we do with this? Right.
Yeah,
So,
and a lot of people, I really like when customers come in and are willing and want to talk to you about it. So sometimes you have those customers that are timid, and
mhm,
that's okay. They'll come in, they'll look, they'll find something, and
mhm.
okay, be on their merry way. But I really like those customers who want to talk to you
And they
and
tell you what they
and they
want.
tell you what
Yeah.
they want.
Mhm.
I haven't had a vibrator before, or I've had this type of vibrator
Mhm.
before. What's the next step
Right.
up from that type
They
of
want the
vibrator?
rumbly strong ones. They
Right.
want the little,
Mhm.
whatever kind. They like, I don't even know. There's those new ones that I was gonna ask. Those pulse air puffy ones, and then like
So that do the suctioning.
yeah, it's interesting.
So-
It's like you see in the magazines. Like,
So those ones are really great.
Okay, cool.
I do have one myself.
Uh-huh.
Love it. It
Okay.
is my
One of your
go-to.
favorites?
It is
Okay.
one of my favorites.
Awesome.
What is nice about that one is it doesn't take long to climax. So
Okay.
if you are
In a
really just
rush?
have 5 minutes right before you're
Uh-huh.
showering and have to go to
Uh-huh.
work, it's the
Uh-huh.
perfect toy.
We tell our patients sometimes an orgasm a day keeps the doctor away because it kind of does.
Yeah, it does.
Right? It's good for your blood pressure. Good for your mood. It's like endorphin release.
Moods
right?
always enhance are a
Right.
lot better.
So maybe everyone should get one of those. What do they call it? Puff? What are they like?
So
suction
they're
puffers, or-
called suctioning,
Okay.
clitoral suction. So what they actually do is they mimic oral pleasure for you.
Interesting. Okay. So, if you need to, if you're in a hurry, if you're too busy in your day to take time for yourself, take that, 30 seconds, 5 minutes in the
Definitely.
shower,
And
whatever.
and it's so funny because some customers come in and they're like, no,
It's
I
too
don't.
weird, or-
Well, because when you're feeling it against your
Mhm.
finger, you can kind of feel it,
Mhm.
but you really don't know that sensation
Okay.
unless you try it.
Do you have to get like a seal on the clitoris, basically?
So
or-
you do use a little bit of lubricant,
okay. Mhm.
because that'll help with the
Okay.
seal.
Mhm.
And then just like
Kaboom. Okay,
play
good.
around.
Gonna wrap it up. But we're going to take another quick break. Don't forget to call us at 1-866-613-1612 if you have questions for me or my guest Crystal from Studio 21. Don't forget that they're having an online clearance sale with the code CHUNGCHAT for additional 10% off. We're also having our own Diva on sale for this month. It's $2,200, which is savings of $1,500. Vaginal rejuvenation laser, basically helping with sensitivity, lubrication, just makes things a lot more fun. So don't forget, we'll be right back.
All right, great job. All clear. Back in about 2.
Interesting. So, and yeah, one was that another lube we're gonna go for.
So
yeah.
Phoria is
Mhm.
a
Isn't for your brand of like skin cleansers, like for the
it's
face
an
for you?
all-in-one.
Oh,
So
a little bit of
it
everything.
is a little more expensive,
Mhm.
but for what you're getting out of it, and if you break it down price wise of what you're paying for so it's a lubricant, it's a clitoral stimulator, it's a body massage, it's got
everything.
a chocolate mint flavor to it.
Okay.
So like I said, this alone was $20.
Uh-huh.
This I think is
$23.
So that's what 30.
So it's like a
No,
instead of having all these.
so
things
that's
in- You get
You
a
can get
little bit of everything. Does it have the minty thing like the wow does?
It has a chocolate mint taste.
Oh, even
so not
better,
only
right?
is it just mint, it's got
Uh-huh.
a little bit of a
A
chocolate.
little bit of hemp in there too.
all
We're talking
ingredient,
about
natural
CBD.
ingredients.
Yeah.
This little pamphlet thing that I brought too on it.
Ah, very natural.
Mhm.
Cool.
Does anyone want any more water?
Maybe
I'm okay.
yeah, maybe a little bit. Thank you. I'm almost done, but vice. Cool. Interesting.
I'm okay, thank you, babe.
So 0 THC. That's what it
Mhm.
says. It's got CBD. Cool.
Yeah,
We're talking
CBD.
about CBD. Thank
Yes.
you. Hold on to that. So this is cool. So anything you want me to run through? Talk about the range of people and Benoit balls, CBD. Oh, sex robots, like those I've seen, like not robots, but like those.
So we haven't seen the robots, but they did come out with full body. They do have men and women dolls instead of blow up. They're made
like
of
real
all
dolls. Yeah,
real
they feel
dolls.
like real people.
Yeah, so we actually tried to get one in. It took forever, and then we finally got her, and then we had to send her back because she had a
She was
defect.
defective.
Yeah, her skin,
Felt
I forgot on
weird.
some part of her body,
Yeah.
had an indent. So for somehow in the shipping,
Oh
she
no.
All right,
We
sorry
could've-
to
And
interrupt
you
you, but we
couldn't,
are coming back.
I could have fixed with filler, I bet. Thanks for just kidding. Right? That's silly.
You are listening to Chung Chat. To reach Dr. Jessie Cheung with a question or comment, call 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. Or send an email to hello@drchungderm.com. Now, back to Chung Chat.
Welcome back to Chung Chat, everyone. I have with me Crystal from the Adult Boutique Studio 21 here in Elmhurst, Illinois. We've been talking about enhancing our levels of pleasure with toys and devices. So we have one more fun, what is this, a lube to go through?
So it's all in one actually. Lubricant, clitoral stimulator, and you can use it as a body massage as well. And it has a chocolate mint flavor to it, so really good for oral as well.
It has some CBD. So what do we think of CBD in our sex toys or in lubes in general?
So a lot of people, we have this has CBD, but a really popular thing is we have a CBD candle and CBD creams.
Okay.
The candle is really nice. Massage candles,
Like relaxing kind of?
right. So
Okay.
I personally like massage candles over massage oil. Think it's
Okay.
a lot cleaner.
Mhm.
Plus, with the candles, you have to light them for like 10 to 15 minutes. So you
Mhm.
get the aroma of the smell of the candle and the air.
Okay.
And then pouring on the body, it's not hot, but it does give a nice
Oh.
warm feeling. And then you just massage
So that's
it
a massage candle, because I was like, oh, it just smells like a, because I was
Yeah,
like, how does
no.
that work?
Like I like it personally. I just like it because it's just, I think it's a cleaner version.
So it's
than
kind of like
massage
melted
oil.
wax, but not super hot.
Yeah.
But it just glides on.
And it
versus
glides right on.
Interesting. Okay.
So instead, like I said, it's kind of like an oil, just a much cleaner version of oil.
Interesting.
And with the
Mhm.
CBD, it helps relax your muscles. I know a couple of people who buy the cream who
Mhm.
have muscle aches, arthritis, and stuff like
It
that,
feels
and
good,
they use
yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
it just helps relax.
We love
and feels a
CBD.
lot
We're glad that
smoother.
it's getting legal in Illinois. Certain whatever marijuana is getting legal in 2020. So
yeah.
we're gonna have lots of fun when that happens. But so do men? Like, if you put these tingly things on a penis, is that going to irritate them? Like, do you ever
No,
talk
so
about that?
actually, both this and the Wow, I know they're advertised as clitoral stimulators, but
Mhm.
you can use it on the head of the penis. And it's
Okay.
safe
They're not
to-
going to be like burning.
No,
like,
not at all. Not at all. So actually, our sales rep for Wet, him and his partner had accidentally used it once, and
Accidentally in a good way.
that's how
Yes.
we know
It's
that
fine.
it's actually okay to use
Cool.
on the head of the penis.
Okay, so let's talk about toys for men specifically. So prostate play, the P spot. What do we have for all this fun?
We have a wide variety of different stuff in the store for men.
Mhm.
And I feel bad. Our poor men. I didn't think of bringing anything
That's
for
okay.
them.
We can picture and imagine.
But we do have plenty of stuff, different varieties, stuff that vibrates, stuff that doesn't vibrate, stuff that's for beginning for men.
Mhm.
Really big, we carry Anaros, which is just a line of
anal plug.
Anal plug
Mhm.
stuff for men
Okay.
who come in and specifically ask for that line. So we do
Like kind of
carry
sizing over like anal training, as
just
they say.
different, and the way the shaping of them is, it's really nice. They got nice handheld handles on the bottom of them
Okay.
to insert and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Male masturbators have plenty of male masturbators, a whole wall full.
So yeah,
From beginning to more advanced.
so like they saw on the internet, there's the pocket pussy, there's like
Yep.
the lip something, and then there's like the butts that are just kind
Yeah.
of like holes. that they
So
can
my
masturbate in.
favorite in the store, her name is Spread Eagle Sally.
It's kind of hilarious.
And she does have a vaginal hole and an anal hole.
Mhm.
But what I like about her is she's just a handheld booty.
Okay, so just kind of oh, we have a question. Oh, sorry. Okay, what's the question? I can't really see. I'm far away. Sarah, we have a caller. Hi, Sarah. I guess we're just gonna type in the question. Hi, Sarah. Maybe she hung up. Hi. Well, I don't hear anything, but maybe they'll type it for us. Well, we'll get back to you too. Well, whatever. We have a question, but they'll tell us on the. I
Okay.
can hear, but that's okay. So like they just kind of hold it and they just kind of have fun if they're like lonely or need some help or love. Okay.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about the robots, sex toys. Because have you seen that movie Ex Machina, the one with Alicia Vikander, where she's like a robot?
I
but
have not.
So some like really cool computer dude designs.
Oh,
like,
hi. I was
hi.
just wondering if Studio 21 has anything for pegging. I've heard about that, and I don't.
We
really know
do.
about
We
it.
do.
Yeah. So what is pegging, Crystal? Can we
So
what pegging is?
pegging is we do have one. It's actually called the Pegging Probe by Cal Exotics. It's our smallest pegging tool that we have at the store for a beginner who wants to do pegging. It is strap-on compatible as well for the woman, and we do have plenty of strap-ons that could fit with it. And pegging is just the woman wears it and uses it on the man. Or
Okay. Yeah. Give me taste of his own medicine, basically, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
why not? Okay.
trying to switch the roles a little bit.
So basically different sizes of
We
penises
have
and
plenty of
straps
different
and-
sizes and stuff like that. But like I said, for pegging in particular and for the starting of it, it's called the Pegging Probe.
Okay. Does it answer your questions, Sarah? Okay, cool.
Oh, she hung up. I think she was a
she
little
hung-
shy.
Well, that's cool.
Oh.
So like, so basically the female. puts
Maybe
it
she's on her way there.
Maybe she is, right. They're open until midnight there, right?
We are.
Do you have ones that have like little vibration devices too for?
We do. Yes.
Okay. So
for
kind of like a little bit of everything.
yeah, like I said, a little bit of everything, and it's just a matter of what the customer wants and where they're at on their comfort level and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking about, I guess, the sex robot. So you said you guys got one that was shipped to you after much delay. 'Cause they're very
yeah, so
personalized.
it's I mean, they don't vibrate or anything like that, but
okay.
it's just instead of a blow up,
Mm-hmm.
just a whole woman,
Kind of more
in itself, all
lifelike.
lifelike,
Yeah.
made of silicone.
Mm-hmm. But they don't like contract, the vaginas.
No,
or
not
like,
at all.
oh,
They
okay.
do are bendable, and you can pose them in certain
Like
ways
clothes and
how you want. You
stuff,
can
yeah.
put clothes on them and
Mhm.
stuff. And like I said, we were waiting for one. We got her in, and we were all excited, and we had to ship her back because she had a little bit of a tear in her.
They should have like male
But-
robots too, right?
Well, they
Like-
do have a male version of
Okay.
one as well. Actually, recently we get this magazine called XBiz,
Mhm.
and in XBiz they had Barbie and Ken.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was their
cool.
names, Barbie and
Okay.
Ken.
Okay.
Barbie and Ken.
Uh-huh.
And they're just
Just for fun.
fun,
Yeah.
for those who just want to experience more of a whole woman instead of just having a pocket pussy and stuff like that.
So do they run probably in the thousands? Probably. Right?
They are in the thousands.
Mhm.
And again, come to the store, and if you have any interest, that is definitely something we can special order for you.
Okay. So we had that call about pegging. Because with anal rejuvenation, I know that we do that in the office a lot. So we have toys for anal play
Mhm.
for men and women, basically the spreaders. And are there certain like lubricants that you recommend for that? Or
So I have one specific lubricant that I really like in our store. We have tons of different varieties.
Mhm.
One of the things people always come in and want is a numbing lubricant. We don't really recommend to numb that area
because it might be just too much. you might have
because
some
if you're
tears and
hurting
stuff,
yourself and
yeah.
tearing down there, you're not
Mhm.
going to know until it's too late, and then there's
Mm.
nothing you can do about it.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have a specific lubricant that I like to recommend. It comes in silicone and water based.
Mhm.
So and it just has a relaxant agent in it. So instead of numbing that area, it relaxes the muscles. So because initially when doing anal, it's just that first
Inevitable
penetration,
tightening up.
you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
once you get past that, it's perfectly fine. So the lubricant relaxes those muscles.
How long does it last, that relaxation effect?
You know what? I'm not really, I
Mind
never really
Okay.
sure. I
Mhm.
personally don't use it. I don't have that issue. It's just
In case you need
something,
it, you can try
we
it out.
recommend
Yeah.
more. And it is
Yeah.
pure, and it's called Anal Ease Me.
Anal ease me. That's cool. We do have patients coming in for anal rejuvenation, people who've had anal tears, the scar tissue. We actually do either injections, laser to kind of soften that tissue and help with the appearance of it. We do lasers for helping the wrinkles and crinkles in the skin of the anus and to lighten and brighten and tighten, as we say. So it's sort of whatever problem we have, we try to address it. Would you ever recommend something like this for the anus, or is this too electrically scary? I don't know.
I would think no, it should be perfectly fine. A lot of people come in and they buy a specific toy and it's used for this, but can I use it for that? You know what? Once you purchase the toy, it is your toy to do what you want with
Just
it.
be safe with it.
Yes, just be safe with it. So if, for instance, like if you were to purchase this toy and use it for anal,
Don't put
keep
anywhere
it
else.
specifically for
Mhm,
anal. Once you've purchased a toy and used it anally, I would not
Don't
recommend using
cross-contaminate,
it.
basically.
Yes.
So we have to go pretty soon. We have to wrap it up. My mantra is confidence and sexy. What does that mean to you? Confidence
and
sexy.
sexy is sexy. I mean, just
it's what you do at your job every day. It's helping people be more confident with their sex life.
and just like I feel I'm pretty confident.
You are, yes.
And
trying to help people. on their journey.
and making sure that everybody who comes in is getting the experience that they deserve and getting what they want, what they're coming in for.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Crystal, for coming in today. Our chatting doesn't have to end. Talk to us on Facebook at Dr. Jessie Cheung, on Twitter, Instagram, Dr. Cheung Derm. We're going to chat again next Wednesday. Confidence is sexy. Don't forget to go online and shop our clearance sale. Come in for your diva. Please call. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you.
Okay, we're all clear. Good show.
Bye, Facebook. Say bye, Facebook.
Bye, Facebook.
Hope you had fun and hope it was very visual. These things were cool.